Shalom, shalom. My name is Jamal Yasharala, here to give you some more scripts. Before I begin, let me say, Call Halayama Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And I would like to say shalom to all the elders of GMS and apostles on down, from Apostle Tahar on down, from New York City, Connecticut, and all across the country, all across the world. Shalom of the men of GMS who teach and rule well, and double honors to those elders who are also learning 100% truth. Shalom to the confusion of faith, to the Akim and Aqua that study and listen from the men of GMS. Shalom also, and while we teach this truth, to the remnant, which are the elect. Shalom of Israel. I got a couple of quick scriptures I just wanted to hit real quick. It's future prophecies. These prophecies haven't taken place yet, but are about to real soon, because we are at the we're definitely in the last days, but we're in Jacob's trouble. We're just at the beginning, at the surface of it. So, Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying. To begin, first script I want to get is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. And it reads, Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Let me read that one more time for you. Lest Satan should be to get the advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, these devices consist of a lot of the trickery and the magic and the things that Esau uses in wickedness to trick the Israelites. And taking a jab and preparing for the MOTB. You see our women out today with the hair weave and the eyelashes. I hate those eyelashes. The long nails, the makeup. These are things of trickery and deception and deceitfulness that Esau uses to deceive us, and not just us, to deceive the nations. As it says in the book Revelation that, he was let loose for 1,000 years to deceive the whole world. So these are the things that Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shah, these are the, other than just the sword, the Lord blessed him with lies and wickedness of deceitfulness. He's considered also Esau, the father of lies. So these types of things that Esau uses, these type of devices. Also, the media. The media is one of the main things. Is something that Esau uses to deceive the world. Truthfully, to deceive the nation of Israel, because ultimately he wants to put us back into hardcore slavery. So, these are the devices, such as say that Esau maintains to get his wicked perception out, to his wicked policies. Let's get Isaiah 19 and 2. And it reads, And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fall. Slakia. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So Egypt is synonymous with Babylon the Great, um, which we call America, which is another word, another name called Azareth, which is also spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom, spiritually Assyria, and such and so. Um, This is what you're seeing now in the world today. How we got the situation with the jab, who's taking a jab, who's not taking a jab, and the Esau is using his deception and his gifts to trick the world into thinking that if you don't take this jab, then you're enemy of the state. So this is how, and then they're also battling with one another. So Egypt is synonymous with Esau versus Esau. Pretty much is saying Esau against Esau, and like Yahweh Shah would say, if a nation is divided with against each other, how can it stand? So this is what we're coming out and we're talking about and we're praising for, is and we're prophesying against uh, Babylon to fall is for it's like a civil war almost, but it's going to be all kinds of wars, class wars, race wars. Um, Esau against Esau, and he's trying to deceive the world now to take the V. That way, you can be it'll be compatible with the MOTB, which is really around the corner. I was just watching the video. I say Wednesday. One of the brothers put up. I forgot his name, but one of the brothers put up a video in the '80s about damn, I forgot his name. I believe is GMS Austere Man. Salaki, brother, if I don't remember your name, but I believe it's you though. But he put up a video about uh, the Edomites talking about. It was a music video from the '80s. The Edomites talking about don't take the uh, don't take the chip. You know what I mean? And it was I forgot how it go, but if I can, if someone can pull it up and put it on the comment board, I'd appreciate it. But it was pretty much saying don't go, and don't buy food, and you're gonna have to use the chip in your hand or the chip in your head because Book of Revelation also talk about the chip being in your right hand or on your forehead. So, this pretty much what the video kind of specified on as far as, you know, uh, the New World Order, which is here now, which is about to take place, like right now. So, we're in that situation now. So, you know, the men of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah come out week in and week out, day in, day out, and prophesied against this nation to bring it down. And this is why Egyptian or Esau versus Esau is going to help destroy this country because you have these you have Esau who's mad at Jake because Esau is actually trying to play like they're trying to play by the rules as far as taking these Confederate flags and these bigotry uh, um, statues and such and so down, and they just took down the Roosevelt statue with Jake and Ephraim on each on the side of him, and uh, people are getting mad about that as well. But Esau is coming to an understanding that his kingdom is fallen and his privilege and the things that he could do are no more or are coming to an end. So, we're gonna have this is one of the reasons why they stormed the Capitol last year in Washington D.C. is because they just felt that it's coming to a time where they're not going to be able to do what they want to do anymore. And the Lord is putting that spirit out, and also the Lord is also putting the spirit of just like He put in us when we were serving our punishment in the beginning, to have fearful hearts and to have and to be scared of our enemy. Therefore, our enemy can come and take advantage of us and do what they will with us, rape our women, you know, sell off our family members to other places, and just do what they wanted to do with us and treat us any way they wanted to treat us. So you know this is the time that's coming into their time where the Lord is going to bring them down, and He's using His prophets and and His teachers and so on to prophesy these things into existence. Therefore, it can take place. So prepare yourself, Esau, because this is the time, and you got to get ready to serve captivity. And men like myself are super excited, but at the same time is very circumspect and looking to be omnipotent against the system, knowing that Yahweh Shah, our Lord, will come back and put us in the right perspective, in the right place, and put everything the way it's supposed to be back to where it belongs. So, we're definitely looking for that. You know, it's a beautiful thing to put ourselves in that situation. This is Revelations 12:2, and it reads, "And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, which is Esau, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for a devour, for to devour her child as soon as it was born." And this is the woman represents the 12 tribes of Israel, and the uh, the child represents our Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And this red dragon with the 7 heads and the 10 horns is the beast system, with NATO being involved with the 10 horns. So we're preparing ourselves. I got another lesson talking about WW3, but this is the time we're coming into, which is one of the main prophecies that's got to take place, other than the MOTB, is WW3. So, the men of the Lord who are very circumspect and are watchmen and understand these prophecies and understand these scriptures, they're looking for these things to take place. And some exciting times coming, and also at the same time some scary times is coming. But you know if you're a man of the Lord, and you study to show yourself approved, and you have some wisdom and knowledge of understanding, then the Lord's gonna be your hedge. He's gonna back you up. But if you don't, it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you think you have, or how much power you think you have. If you don't have no understanding of these scriptures, you're not going to make it. You're going to be destroyed. So we have to work out our own uh, fear, and our own salvation with fear and trembling, and that's for every man that's an Israelite man. And that Israelite man consists of the Negroes, the Spanish, and Native Americans. And it's only for those men that the Lord is putting His Spirit on, for them to be prepared, and raising them up to prophesy against Babylon the Great to fall down, because we're coming to the ending, Salakia, of Babylon the Great. Let's get Second Esdras. Good book, good book. Second Esdras 15, verse 1. I'm going to read it. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Talking about the scriptures. "Fear not the imaginations against thee," which are the trickery and things, that the deception that Esau uses, the magic. "Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, and speak against thee, prophesied against them. For all unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing all these things. "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." And this is what's going on, right now with the vaccines and Shasalakia, with the vaccine, and things of that nature. So we've been put in a situation for prophecies must take place, have to take place. And it reads, this is verse 8, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith Yahweh, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." So, Esau has a real big thirst for blood. As soon as As soon as they got here, as soon as they got to Azareth, which is the Americas, they started raping, killing, and pillaging, and spilling blood. I mean, they even like to eat their meat with blood in it. You know what I mean? So, the Lord knew what He was doing when He made these people to exist on this earth, to be the hammer, to pass out execution. But now it's time for them to be executed, and the Lord is going to pass judgment on them. But before He does that, He's going to pass judgment on His own house, which is the house of Israel, for all those wicked 2/3 that the Lord has put aside to suffer the pain. And every day I try to pray to be part of the hopeful elect. The water Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I hope that I can be that part of the elect, and get out there to prophesy, because I fear the Lord. So even if I miss doing a week, or something happened, or I'm not feeling good, or such and so, I do my best at trying to double up, and try to get these scripts out there to dedicate the time that I can throughout my week, other than me being a family man, into getting a better understanding of these scriptures. I mean, there's nothing more important to me than understanding these scriptures, no matter how much I make mistakes, or I backstep, or however it may be. I ask for forgiveness and try to keep moving forward. We're in this flesh, and we're going to make mistakes, and we're going to do sinful things, as long as you try to do the best you can and follow these laws, statutes, commandments. Much might I add that laws, statutes, commandments, and following them to the T, to the best of their ability, it can't save you, and it won't save you. You must have faith and understanding, and you must study to show that approval. So, in saying that, you have to find some way somehow to figure out what's more important to you in life. Is it being part of Esau's kingdom, and being destroyed with it, or becoming part of becoming coming back to Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shah's kingdom and having life, because he's the power of life, not death. And our people don't have a good understanding, but at the same time, as you start to understand these scriptures and understand the Bible, and understand how Yahweh moves and Yahweh Shah moves, because they are one within spirit, you start to understand that this is the way the Lord made it. There has to be some good, there has to be some bad. So, therefore, I don't get discouraged, and I just try to do what I'm supposed to do. Like I said in the beginning, it's all about working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, and that's what we all have to do in order to be able to make it. And this is my last scripture. Let me get Revelation again. It's Revelation 2:10, and it reads, "Fear none of those things which thou suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation for 10 days." That necessarily doesn't mean 10 days. It can mean any amount of time. It's a completion. "But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." So, for the men of the Lord, which are going to be the elect, they are the ones that were programmed to not bow and to not go along with anything, or any policy, or any situation that Esau brings upon them, to follow them. And these are the ones that's going to be rulers and part heir uh, with Yahweh Bashan, Yahweh Shah, and Rakazar, Abba Rakazar, that it will be done in heaven, it will be done on earth like it is done in heaven. Again, my name is Yamal Yasharala. Just want to give you a little bit about the government control, and what is coming with that is Fema Camps. So be aware, Israel. It's that time, and the things that we're used to, we're going to be taken out of those and put into a discomfort from the comfort that we've been having since we thought we was free. I hope that this lesson has been edifying. Abba Rakazah. Shalom.